Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my platform. I hope that you all are having a beautiful day. So, regardless of when you end up watching this reading, just know that if you end up watching this reading past today or past like today's day, I've written a whole bunch of stuff about this moon and this portal and this ascension that's going to take place. But know that there is something in this message for you. Okay. So I would recommend that you watch all of my readings, and because there's going to be a message in each reading for you, like a little bit of an Easter egg for you to decode. Okay, so make sure that you guys are also familiar with my legal disclaimer, and I'm just going to go ahead and read the stuff that's in the chat that I wrote. So the Sturgeon full moon comes from the fact that the Sturgeon fish were easily caught during this time of year in the Great Lakes and Lake Champlain. Excuse me. This means that the moon has to do with prosperity. Okay, so the 8/8 portal is happening tomorrow on August 8th. And also tomorrow is the energy of the full moon. So the fact that the full moon and the 8/8 portal line up is no surprise, and ascension is about to happen. Please like and share and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you guys are notified when I go live. Now, the Sturgeon moon is attributed to Native American tribes who relied on the fish to be readily available, and the Sturgeon fish was readily available and was a main source of food for them. Okay, there's also a Perseid meteor shower happening during this transition, but it will be difficult to see this meteor shower, however, due to the light of the full moon being so bright. So we have a full moon in Aquarius. We're going to get into that, but I've got to talk about my legal disclaimer. So make sure you guys are familiar with my legal disclaimer. Welcome in, Sharon. Divine blessings to you as well. It is in the description box below, but by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself, and with any of the information being channeled. Please be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. By watching my videos, you're agreeing to not attack, bully, or persecute me for my calling. Also, this contract includes gatekeeping and shadow banning of my content. Everything said on this platform is copyrighted by God and the Holy Spirit, so no evil eye and no energy harvesting. Okay, so now I pray to the archangels, to the Most High God, to the Holy Spirit, to Christ. I like to ask Archangel Michael, Archangel Sachiel, and Archangel Ariel to please return all evil and block out anyone, and Uriel, block out anyone or anything that would try to negatively influence or impact this reading in any way. I pray for the highest light, the highest wisdom, and the highest truth to be revealed to me and my collective, and I pray for all of my subscribers. Now, as I call upon your personal favor, God, please continue to bless me. Please continue to bless my platform and the people who are on my platform. Please continue to cover me with the Holy Spirit and with the blood of Christ and with divinity. I am eternally, and with the full armor, I'm eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, and thank you for healing the sick in your holy name and creating miracles in your holy name, Lord my God. I give gratitude, I give thanks, and I give the glory to you. I pray into your holy presence and meditate upon your divine will. Amen. And anything else that you want known about this moon. So we're looking at this full moon in Aquarius energy. Okay, it says, it's time to release your grip on a situation. Passion is good, but too much can become manic. Sometimes we feel too much intensity around our dreams because we're scared that they won't come true. But this is counterproductive. Live and let live a little. Let your intention to the universe, then detach. So basically, release your intention into the universe and then detach. It says the full moon in Aquarius to be real. So it says, trust in the universe and see what happens. The tighter your grip now, the more likely you are to lose out. Okay, so anything you've been clinging to, we want to release. This is doubtly, so we ask that it be released from our minds, from our hearts, and from our spirits. This is doubly true if you've been jealous or had issues to do with sex or money. So this moon has to do with prosperity, but we're talking about a very serious thing here: sex and money and jealousy. Avoid trying too hard to influence somebody else. If you feel stuck or that you're making someone else feel stuck, you need to tread carefully. Sometimes being stuck people behave recklessly. So just know that if you're being attacked at this time, if people are bullying you at this time, it's because they're stuck and they see you moving forward and they feel like it's a problem. This also could be the releasing of jealousy on a massive scale. And I feel like it's jealousy that's been directed towards you. So when this card comes up, there's a risk that you're being too rigid in your thinking, words, or actions. It says loosen up and you'll find it easier to overcome the challenges that you're facing. That completely makes sense. Tune into your manifesting powers. The third eye chakra, which is Ajna, Ajna, is located just above the midpoint between your eyebrows. So like right here. And it allows you to see beyond life's illusions to the truth that you are an amazing being here to manifest your dreams. Let go and allow yourself to be filled with its divine indigo light, healing you and healing your family line. Hold this card to your third eye and call its energies in with these words. So I'm going to hold this card up for you guys. I'm going to put it up to my third eye first, and then to your guys' third eye, because the third eye is a gateway. And it's funny because it kind of matches the moon that's right there. Okay, so energies of the first quarter moon in Aquarius. That's what we're calling upon. Thank you for showing me that it is okay to be me. It's okay to be yourself. You are a beautiful person. And literally, you are beloved by the universe. The best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Aquarius on a Saturday or Saturn's day in Saturn's hour. So you could work with Saturn's hour because, again, this is going to be on a Friday. But, to be quite honest, the full moon is going to peak on Saturday, but it does start on Friday. So if you wanted to do there you go. You got your Nag Champa going. If you wanted to do your manifestation on Saturday rather than Friday, I feel like Friday is going to be a lot of energies that are released, and basically an ascension is going to take place. Okay. So good to know. So it's about being real. It's about staying connected and staying humble. And then just, if you're holding on to like the fear of not being successful, release that. I guess we're going to work with the what's the tea. We're going to see what's the main energy surrounding this transition. Oops. I'll have to pick that up later. But yeah, let's just see what we got going on here. So yeah, you may want to do some manifestation work on Saturday in Saturn's hour. Could be burning incense. I'm hearing Egyptian musk is a good one. I'm also hearing the Nag Champa is a good. Nag Champa is probably good for everything. It's like such a good mood booster. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, trying so hard to let go. And so again, learning how to detach from trying so hard, because letting go should be something that happens naturally. But when we cling to things, and it could be a way of thinking, it could be an action, it could be something we're doing in our lives. When we cling to things that are unhealthy, I feel like this moon is going to bring out all of those things that we're clinging to that are unhealthy for us. And we're going to discover something about ourselves. My left ear is ringing, which means I'm getting some serious communication coming from yeah, it's your go-to. Absolutely. I'm getting some serious communication from the higher dimensions. Travel. Look at this. This could be moving away from a way of thinking, but it could also be that, you're going to travel through a portal and to your higher self. It's like, I feel like the ego is dying, it's passing away, and the higher self is coming into the body to stay. That rhymed. Okay, so you are ignoring purposeful triggers at this time, and you're being guided to continue to ignore purposeful triggers because somebody doesn't want you going through an ascension. They don't want you coming out on the other side. Okay, they're trying to block and stop this, and it's not going to happen. It's impossible to block astrology. These people have been working up to this moon, to this full moon, with the attempts to use it to keep you stuck and bound, because the moon has to do with prosperity and abundance. And they don't realize that because the moon has to do with prosperity and abundance, any lack mindset that you have is going to be freed up from you. And you're going to be able to let go of this. It's not even like a resentment. It's just a bad feeling. It's like when you get a bad taste in your mouth, somebody's going to come forward kissing your ass. Okay. Just beware that because you're ignoring them, Now they feel like they need to take a different approach. Like first, the idea was to bully you and harass you, but now you're ignoring their purposeful triggers. So they're going to come towards you and they're going to want to kiss your ass, and let them kiss your ass. Just ignore it. Like, to be honest, that's too many cards at once. But to be honest, like, these people do not know that they're being set up. Like, they're literally being set up. And if they fall into the trap of attacking you, they're going to really regret it. I'm not kidding. They're being set up. They've just been set up. Wow. That is crazy, because spirit has kind of had enough with this behavior that is coming from people that are envious of my collective. They're envious and they're jealous. And that's why it was talking about releasing jealousy. I mean, it doesn't have to be your jealousy you release, but if you hold, I don't even get that you guys hold the energy of envy and jealousy. To me, I think that you maybe, it's either something that can be inspired in this life or it has to come from another lifetime. Usually it does. Moving on. Thank you. Next. You're moving on from this person and they're pissed. They don't want to let you go, but they are exactly what you need to let go of, because they're the thing that's blocking you. Well, it's not so much that they're blocking you. It's that they're attempting to block you. They're attempting to block something that God's going to make sure comes through for you anyways. So yeah, you could have been feeling like you've had to argue with the universe to get things to be seeing your point of view. I feel like the universe is seeing your point of view. And look at this, moving on and moving. You could be moving at this time, or this could be moving, like going through that portal on 8/8 and moving to another vibration, another timeline, and another earth, another world. And then these people are not going to be able to follow you. So they're trying to come in at the last minute to kiss your ass. That's what I'm picking up on. And they're coming in at the last minute because they've done everything in their power to stop your finances and to stop you from being able to heal and move forward. And they feel like me channeling the energy is a problem. They feel like you understanding what I'm saying is a problem. These people are really like, make sure that they're trying to do things to cloak themselves so that you don't see who's attacking you. But obviously God is going to show you who these people are. And they're going to basically reveal themselves. By attacking you, they reveal themselves. They're fake flexing. These are people that pretend like they've got it, but they don't. And so they're going to come in and try to kiss your ass and want to blow smoke up your ass. And these people think that money makes them better than other people. No, it doesn't. People that believe that, I think, are strange. I don't feel like money makes anybody better than anybody else, but these people are going to come in to try to make you see. I feel like you guys could be moving, or you could be moving on from something. These people want to go with you. That's the problem. They're fake flexing like they can afford to go with you, but they can't. You're getting an upgrade. Straight up. The upgrade starts like tomorrow. This person just wants to marry for money anyways. They're not really interested in you. They just want your financial prosperity. And they want your money tree. They want to be able to pick the fruit off of your tree. Yeah, this person's going to be fishing for you to respond to them. They're going to be looking for comments, looking for anything. I feel like these people have tried to go into your past to find out things about you, and they haven't found anything that would condemn you. And so that's why this person hasn't struck yet. But the moment that they go to strike, you will have already ascended from the place that you were with this travel card. You will have ascended to where you need to be. And and you being in your position is going to knock this person out of whatever position they thought that they were in. This person just wants you to give them money. That's it. They're like really, really greedy. They don't care about the well-being of anybody else. This person's extremely selfish, and they want your finances. They want to be able to move with you. They want to go into this prosperous era, but they're not. They're going to be stuck broke because they're over here trying to marry for money. God is extremely offended by that. The Most High does not like that energy. Extremely offended by that shit. Like, how dare you try to come towards my child just to steal from them? And I would allow God to do whatever God's going to do with these people. I mean, obviously we can't stop what God's going to do, but God is going to literally bring a hurricane not exactly a hurricane, but it's going to be like a tsunami. It's going to be a disaster to these people. Let's just say that. Because what they wanted for you will happen to them. This person is always dreaming, fantasizing about you. They're obsessed. This person's so in love with you. It's ridiculous. Like they feel like they're in love with you, but if you truly love somebody, you wouldn't just marry them for money. You wouldn't just kiss their ass. You wouldn't do any of this weird shit. This person will never come forward because they're a coward. I feel like truly they want to come forward, but they won't. They're a coward. They wanted to bring you some type of legal issue because that's what they're facing. Somebody could have tried to do fraud in your name and it got flagged. Like when people try to type in y'all's information, the shit gets flagged because you guys are parts of the government's experiments. So your names are flagged in the system. So again, anybody trying to steal your destiny, not a good idea. This is not the time. This is not the time to attack somebody's prosperity. I'm not kidding. It's a time to be very generous, but you have to be aware of who you're giving to. You don't want to give to somebody who doesn't need it. And this person, they're broke, but they don't need money. Like I am picking up that all they want is you to give them money. And you're not doing that. You're not paying this person's legal bills. You're not helping them with their lawyer fee. You're not a part of their problems. They are the part of their problems. You're over here too busy winning. And you winning could be God moving you away from this person. Even if it's just energetically, you will not be in the same place that you were today or yesterday or any previous day. You will be gone and removed from that. So you're going to basically be moved to a state of existence where you guys are untouchable. And these other people, that wanted to touch you. See, you're dodging bullets here. You are blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, and you're protected from these haters. These people are facing this bad karma and these legal issues because of this bad karma. It's these people's bad karma that's causing the legal issues. Okay, what they tried to do to you was unwarranted and it was uncalled for. And it was not respected and not backed up in the spiritual realm. So you've definitely got somebody who wants to be a negative influence on your life. And maybe they're not self-aware of what they're doing. Maybe they're just being driven by a demon. But you are going to remain unfazed. I mean, it could get a little bit emotional for you tomorrow, but I feel like you're going to work through that. Yeah, you've got this boss daddy CEO, big dick energy in your energy. You've got and even if you're celibate, you've got this energy within you of being like an emperor. That's basically the boss daddy is like the emperor card. And so the thing is the emperor can control their emotions. So even if this person tries to trigger you and say really mean and hurtful things to you, they're only creating more negative karma for themselves because you're not doing anything to this person. In fact, I'm going to be honest, you've never done anything to this person other than inspire them to be, I guess, jealous of you, but you didn't do that on purpose. You're inspiring people to grow, good and people. See, these people are broke. They're bankrupt, absolutely bankrupt, which means, let me just look it up. Sorry that I don't know that. Bankrupt. See definition. Okay, bankruptcy is a legal process primarily under federal law in the United States that allows individuals or businesses unable to repay their debts to get relief and a fresh start. Okay, thank you. So these people, they want relief, they want a fresh start, but they're still talking shit. And so this is why they're getting bad karma. It's kind of like they're stuck in a cycle or a loop that you've broken out of. These people are really upset. This person is super upset because they don't have the money to pay a practitioner and they don't have the money to bribe people now. I guess they were really working against you. They don't have whatever money that's why they want you to give them money. Whatever money that they had, they don't have now. Yeah, they want you to make an offer to them. But again, they can do as many come to me spells as they want. You're not going to ever move towards this person because they're extremely toxic and extremely abusive and sadistic. And they're basically like an energy vampire. They're some type of financial vampire. So I would definitely not, be around this person at all. And I think you know that. That's why you moved on. You're unfazed and you've blocked their energy out. You could have literally put them on block and they're like throwing a fit. They were always a part of some type of love triangle, third party, multiple lovers. They wanted you to be a third party piece. You are not. You are not somebody's side piece. The hell. This is what I'm saying. This person is they're not self-aware. Because if they were self-aware, they would realize that they're facing these legal issues because of what they tried to do to you. They're facing all these problems because of you. They feel like you should fix their problems. It's not your job to fix the world, and it's not your job to fix this person. And you can if God's having a hard time with this person, you can fix this person. Trust me. And it's not your job. Don't feel like you have to. This person has just recently lost their car, which is God is showing this person through the bad karma that they're getting, the legal issues, the bankruptcy, and through not having a car. God is trying to show this person that what they're doing towards you is not right. This person's not understanding the signs from the universe. They just see that they keep losing stuff and they feel like you should lose too. And if this is a family member, I pity this person, because God will remove this person before God removes you or lets anything happen to you. I just tasted sushi in my mouth, and I have not eaten sushi today or anything, but like, you may love sushi. I don't know why that's significant, but maybe it's something that's really good for your health. Or if you haven't tried sushi, you may want to try sushi. Someone wants you to overshare all the details about your life so that then they can use that to do more a fraud against you. This is an impersonator, wants to be like you, acts like you, dresses like you, copies you. This person really, like, they actually admire you, but their admiration comes through in a very messed up way. It doesn't feel like admiration. And you cared about this person when nobody else did. I was literally just hearing a very great, wonderful being talking about how you cared for this person when nobody else did. And they still have tried to attack you. That is crazy to me. When it's just like the audacity of this person to try to be you, to try to replicate your energy, to try to impersonate you, to all of this after you had been so true to them and helped them. Hey, welcome in, Aquarius Galactic Federation. This person is crazy for that. Like, that's crazy. They should be really grateful that they had you in their life, because you were actually a legitimate friend. Like, you were a real person to them. This person, they were never real with you. Maybe that's something that they don't know how to do because they were raised by narcissists. I feel like you were also raised by narcissistic people. So again, there's no excuse for hurting people. This person just got hooked on whatever. They got hooked on something. Like, I feel like it could be they got hooked on trying to be you, and they tried to compete with you. And this is the final thing. All of this destiny swipe shit, this 8-8 portal is going to put you in your place, not in a negative way, but put you in your position where you're supposed to be, in your north node, literally. And then it's like this person is not going to their north node because they haven't been focusing on themselves. They've been trying to be you. So this person's not going through that portal. They're not getting an ascension. They're not getting an upgrade. This person will be left in like, I just heard Middle Earth. They will be left on the old version of Earth that is lack and scarcity mindset, while you will be put into the abundant Earth that's not based upon that. And so you continue to move in silence. This person is truly obsessed because I meant to say upset. They're upset because they are obsessed with your fortune and they want to go with you on this journey, but you didn't invite them. So they hate you for that. They like hate you because you took your love away and you took your support away. But like, again, this person, instead of hating you, should be very grateful that they at least got to experience real love. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I guess my brain just thinks a little bit differently than the way that this person feels. But if this person wasn't so envious and jealous of you, they would be actually grateful for you because you've taught this person a lot of lessons without actually doing anything to teach them. Yeah, exactly. Some people want it and they want it and they want it and they want more and more and more. And it just gets out of hand where you're okay with being yourself. This person they cannot fathom the thought of having to be themselves. That's why they want to be you so bad. And so that's why I feel like, don't be afraid of this person because I don't feel like they have any power. They don't have any spiritual sway. And this person doesn't even have a car at this point. They don't attribute them losing due to what they've been doing to you, which is crazy to me because it's almost verbatim what they've been asking for you happens to them. I also hear that the energy of desire, this person has so much desire for you and for your finances and for this position you're going to hold that they can't stand being in their own skin. They want this creative idea. They want to steal your work, duplicate it, feed off of it. They want to live off of you. This person is a leech. They want to go into the future. This is what they're trying to do with the full moon. They're trying to create a future reality where they get to be you and you get taken out and you don't get to be you. And there's no alternate reality. There's no alternate timeline. There is no future reality that exists where you and this person are going to interact. It just doesn't exist because it's not meant to be. This person needs to understand that when something is not meant to be, it's not meant to be, and not to push it. You know what I mean? I mean, God just said for me, don't doubt what I've already told you. If I've told you to be in a position or a place or a state of being or a state of existence for any reason, that there is an imperative amount of information that you're going to find out about of why you need to be in that position. So God's saying, if I told you to be here, stay here. No matter what you face and what you go through, you're not going through it alone. God is here with you. This person just wanted to steal from you. They wanted to steal your intellectual property, which technically belongs to God because your higher self is God. You, AKA you are God. And that energy is yours. I mean, it belongs to the divine. You get your energy from a divine force. And that's by design. You would have not had it any other way. This person is just used to getting their energy from a lower source, and so they don't have an infinite energy. Like, they look at you as being the infinite energy rather than realizing that God exists within, and that's where the infinite energy is, and that's what one needs to tap into to be able to move forward. This person feels like God does everything for you and nothing for them, but God has sat by and watched this person attack you. What is this person talking about? God hasn't done anything for them. God didn't annihilate them the second that they attacked you, which is a blessing in itself. The fact that this person's still breathing to learn this lesson shows that God is loving. Okay. And so I feel like this person doubts the divine, they doubt God, and they doubt you, and they doubt your purpose, even though they feel like they want to complete your purpose. This person is living in their south node. They're living in the dark night of the soul, and they don't know what to do with their life. And that's why they're trying to copy yours, because they see you getting good effects and being favored. And they feel like, oh, well, they were just born favored. Maybe so. But it's through your choices that have kept you favored. Okay. This person's choices have shown God that they don't deserve to have you as a friend or a lover. And truly, this person is a happiness hater. They just don't want to see you happy, and it disturbs them because they're not happy. But it's not your fault that this person is not happy. You have done nothing to this person to even attract this attention. Okay. And so if you hold any belief that you're responsible for other people's happiness, I want you guys to let go of that today, because you're not. The reason that somebody's happy or not has nothing to do with you. It has to do with them. And so, yeah, this person is definitely all fake smiles. Like, they want to smile in your face while taking your place, which is extremely shady. But, that's the type of person that you were dealing with. This person never wants their energy read, but all they do is project energy. So that's all that can be done, is the energy to be read. If these people weren't projecting their energy into y'all's field, it would not come up in the reading. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if this person would go within and do some soul searching, some reflecting, finding out what is their purpose and what they should be doing, instead of focusing on yours, they would have success. If they would put this amount of energy that they put into focusing on you, into themselves, they would be in a different situation than they are now. And I also am hearing that time is very important to you. This person is a habitual time bully. They like to waste people's time. They're doing so much divination like that. Like, I'm going to be honest. This is the only time that I pull cards. I do not ever sit by myself and pull cards for myself. Yeah. Thank you. Good. I'm so glad. Like, I don't sit around pulling cards on people. I don't pull cards on myself. I pretty much just do this, and then I'm done for the day with any type of psychic work. You know what I mean? Other than what comes up in my personal life. But I don't pull cards for myself because I just don't. This person is somebody that's pulling the cards for themselves, and they're not interpreting the cards correctly. So they're believing a whole bunch of weird things. This is like somebody getting information from a Ouija board and trying to like legitimately use that as real information. It's like, yo, you were probably talking to a demon, which gave you some bullshit. And so, like, this person is they're not hearing what they want to hear. They're not seeing what they want to see, because this person is not an intuitive person. They don't hold the same power and presence in spirit, and they don't have abilities like you do. They're broke ass. And they could have been spending so much money on this divination. And it's like, okay, like, if they had the money to spend it, like a lot of it, and that's what they want to spend it on, is going to a practitioner or whatever, then that's fine. But this person is taking out of the mouths of their children, taking the food and the shirts off of their back, and is going to a witchcraft practitioner and asking for divination to be done on you. And that's crazy to me. This practitioner has drained this person out completely of their money. And like, it's one thing if you have a lot of problems you're working through and you have a lot of money at that time and you can pay for divination, but this divination did not help this person move on. It didn't do anything positive for them other than make them more confused. And it's like, this reader is not a real reader. They're both being haunted because they tried to pull cards on you without your permission and without your consent, and with a malicious attitude, like, which is having a bad intention. They're having memories and flashbacks, trauma and side effects, because they know that they lost a real one. They lost like a true chosen one, which is so rare to be chosen. Like, this person will probably not come across another chosen being for hundreds and thousands of lifetimes. So for them to screw this relationship up on a soul level, they know that that's what's happening. And they are uncomfortable with it. They're just uncomfortable with it. They thought that they had stolen something from you successfully, but they didn't. This was like a dummy blessing. This was something that God put there, testing this person to see if they were going to steal. And then God let them take whatever this pretend a blessing is. They thought that they stole that from you, and they're a freaking idiot. They never have the facts, and doing all this divination that confused them, that opened all these portals and doors in their house and wherever they live, didn't, and is causing them to be haunted, literally did not give them the facts about you. And this is why they're not going to be able to successfully attack you, because they don't have the true information. This person makes shit up and lies on you all the time because they don't want to come to terms with the fact that they're the reason that you're not together, that they're the reason that you guys are not friends anymore. They know that it was their behavior, and it was their jealousy and envy and them being a happiness hater and not wanting to see you do well. That's the reason that they're not in your life now. And they're throwing a child's tantrum about it. You know, I was crying on my other platform because I got so frustrated. And somebody was like, well, who would want to support a whiny little baby like you? And I'm like, thank you for exposing yourself. When these people come to attack you, all they do is show you who they are so that you can then go, God, please do something about this person. Literally, that's all you need to do. So these people, when they show their face to you, let them show their face. They're a spiritual hater. Like literally, this person hates on your light, your magic, your power, your intuitive nature. They don't like seeing you guys as the high priestess. They don't like seeing you as the high priest. They don't like that. It makes them uncomfortable. Like, that's all I can say, is that it makes them uncomfortable, which makes them jealous, because they know that they had a real one, but they lost that real one. And they're not going to, there's nothing that they can do now to get you to come back. Like, to get you to, like, they've done too much. This is somebody that suffers from always doing too much because they don't have intuition to tell them when, okay, it's enough. You know what I mean? This person's extremely clout hungry, and they see that you're about to, I mean, they're like literally picking up from, the angels are telling this person through angel numbers and through messages and dreams. This person could be dreaming about you, that literally you are going to get everything you want and more, and everything that you came for into this world is already yours. And this person's like, well, how can I have that? And the angels are telling this person that they can't. And it's not because God doesn't have anything for them. It's because these people threw away what God had for them, and they came for what God had for you, which was not what they were supposed to be doing. You're a queen rising, stepping up into the power, praise coming up in the spotlight. You will be, this person wants to be worshiped. To be honest, they want worship. They're weird. They are a weirdo. Okay. You're coming up into the spotlight because you're not somebody that abuses their power. When you could have, like, I'm just going to give this as an example. Let's say you have like a clerk job. You're like a clerk for the county courts or something. This person will like if they had your position, they would be like abusing their power and messing with people that come in, to like make a payment on a ticket or some shit like that. They would be using their power and authority in the incorrect way. You could have somebody that comes in and comes right to your face, and it could be somebody you don't even like, that has to pay their ticket, and you're going to let them pay their ticket. You're not going to mess with their file. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have integrity. These other people lack integrity, and that's why God's not put them in a position of power. And they need to understand that had they been in their own position, had they been doing what God asked them to do, like shadow work, healing themselves, looking at their behavior, making changes, you know what I mean? Had they been doing that, then God would have something that is for them. But God doesn't have anything for them because they have basically sacrificed that by attacking you. And that's what happens. When you attack somebody else, you hurt yourself. We are all one being. And until people understand that oneness, they're going to behave in this type of way. But I'm telling you this, you're stepping into your power. You're coming up in the spotlight. You're coming into your position, your North Node. You guys are ascending. You're going through that portal. And these people don't have the energy necessary to go with you. And they're pissed about that. They're just trying to cock block you by doing anything karmic that they can do to upset you so that you will not get the rewards that God has for you. God is going to reward you whether this person tries to block you or not. And again, them being a cock block just shows you how much God loves you because you're still winning, even though this person has done everything in their power to stop you from winning, which is ridiculous to me. Just uncalled for. This person is a forcer. They want to force things on you. They force their way in. This person always uses force to get what they want. They are somebody that uses abuse to get what they want. They really want to force you to do something that you're not going to do. This person wants you to abuse your power so that you'll have to stay in this old version of the earth with them. And no, for reals, you're not. You are not staying with, you're not even connected to this person anymore. This person ain't shit, and they know that. That's why they want to force themselves in to your energy. They feel like they've got to get your energy or they're going to die. I don't feel like they're going to die without your energy. These people need to start tapping into God, and they would have a lot of their stuff fixed instead of trying to tap into somebody else. Again, anytime you feel somebody pulling on your energy, when I do these readings, I'm not pulling on anything. I'm just reading whatever is there. And so it's a bit different than having somebody personally pull cards on you without your knowledge. Like that's just going against spiritual law. That's why this person's not respected. See, they were trying to dust they committed some type of perjury, fraud. I don't know what this is, but they're trying to dust things off because they don't want evidence of what they've done to be left. But God already knows what this person has done, so it doesn't matter. They're like literally, when I said these people are abusive and neglective, I wasn't joking. They do not take care of their children. Instead of taking care of their own lives and their children, they're stuck over here crying over you being a queen rising, which is crazy. But you know, they're not going to be able to do anything with this child. These people need to literally take care of the children that they brought into this world. This person's taking too much time to try to get evidence against you. They're trying to get evidence, proof, and facts, but there is none. They're taking screenshots. So you could be posting something on social media, or you could just be on social media, and this person is like literally just trying to screenshot you so that then they could do something. They think that that's going to do something. Okay, I do not believe that every time a picture is taken of somebody, it captures their soul. I don't know what witches believe in. I don't care because it's irrelevant. It's not going to work here. These people, they're magic of the past. Do you know what a fall this person's going to have? What's going to happen to them is their gifts and abilities to read tarot is going to be stripped of them coming tomorrow. This is going to begin tomorrow. Then any other talent and ability that they were using and abusing will also be taken from them. These people who have done nothing but witchcraft their entire lives, and their family and their mom's mom and all that shit, all they do is witchcraft. These people are going to find out that they hold no fucking power in the spirit, that they don't have these abilities, that these spirits, deities, demons, devils, whatever's been backing them no longer is allowed to back them because the Most High God has gotten involved. And this person is going to be looking for somebody to blame, and they're most likely going to blame you. But I'm going to tell you right now, this has nothing really to do with you. It has to do with them. They caused their gifts and abilities to be stripped because they abused it. Yes, that moon will be in Aquarius. Yeah, Aquarius, you'll want to go to the beginning of this reading because I did the moon reading with the moon card and everything like that. You'll want to watch the beginning of the reading because I talked about that. And this moon is so important to be yourself and to release any limits on prosperity. Yeah. I have a moon deck that goes through all of the moon phases, and it's actually really good. If you guys are interested into the moon, I would really suggest this this oracle book. It's called Moonology Manifestation Oracle Cards by Yasmin Boland. And it's got every moon phase. It's got all of the moon phases and all of the signs, and it's really great. I mean, it's so accurate, seriously, so accurate. And like, It's all lining up. So we have the 8-8 portal, which is the beginning of the full moon energy, which is on the 8th. Then on the 9th, the full moon's going to be peaking in Aquarius. And that is lining up on Saturday, which is the energy. So if you were to align your manifestation with the moon being in Aquarius in the hour of Saturn on Saturn's day, which is Saturday, which is the energy where the full moon peaks, you're going to literally manifest so much abundance and prosperity for this next entire year to come. Because this moon is called the Sturgeon full moon, and it's called the Sturgeon full moon because there is a type of fish called the sturgeon, and it's what the Native Americans use to basically live off of for winter. So it's kind of like creating your harvest. I've talked about this harvest in August, and it has to do with this transition that we're coming upon. And so, yeah, you're going to be getting a lot of attention from people who are going to be very like thirsty for your energy. They're wanting to get an inside scoop, a closer up look on your life. Somebody wants to like look at your life through a magnifying glass so that they can understand why God has blessed you. And again, like, you know why God's blessed you. God's blessed you because you do the right thing. You've always done the right thing. Even in the lifetimes when you've been dark, you've still come from the aspect of like Maleficent, which is like, we see why Maleficent is that way. So again, I feel like you guys are so much of the light that even when you're in the dark, you're still standing in the light. Pluto and Aquarius this year. Yeah, there are 4 to 5 planets in Aquarius. Pluto is awakening people up. Yes, I hope so. And I hope that everybody that can go through the ascension does, because not everybody will be ascending with us. We will be moving into a new energy, and these people will not. This person's looking you up, researching, studying you, and they were trying to get info on you online. I feel like they were using a third party to do this. And so somebody was trying to hack into your phone or mirror it, and they failed at this. Maybe you put an extra layer of protection on your phone. Whatever this is, they are trying to find out how to get in contact with you so that they can try to block you. And you're going to be unresponsive to this person. You looked it up. January, Pluto, Mars, Sun, Mercury, Venus will all be in Aquarius in 2026. Wow. Wow. It's wild for Aquarius. Well, I'm that Aquarius energy too. So yeah, absolutely. We've got that in common. Yeah, this person's going to be crying over you. They're going to see you in successful energy, and they're straight up going to be tripping out. They're going to be crying, sad, hurt, and upset. Oh my gosh, because they weren't able to stop and block you. That is silly. This person knows that they lost a real friend. They're going to be on the same shit, different day, though. They're always crying about you. They're always whining about you. And instead of doing something productive to make a change, this person just continues to complain, which we know that it's okay to complain. But if you're going to complain about something, try to take actions and steps towards not having to complain about it again by like actually healing and resolving the issue. You guys are dealing with people that don't want to heal. And the fact that they see you healing, they're offended by that because they feel like this person feels like they are like you, but they're not. This person is not like you. Your light irritates their demons. Don't be afraid to shine. Your light truly irritates their demons. It makes them uncomfortable, and it makes them feel very insecure with themselves. These people may contact you through the internet, or they may try to show up at your residence. I feel like you moved on from wherever this person is going to try to show up. Again, this is still Mercury retrograde. It's not a good time for anybody to come back. Obsessive lover. What I say about them being obsessed, dangerously toxic, unhealthy, possessive, incarnate. This person thinks that you belong to them. You belong to God. So no, you don't belong to them. You belong to God. I feel like, they've been trying to use scarcity tactics to control your income. And that is something that's going to be ascended. So I would release any feelings of frustration or irritation when it comes to money or the lack of it or having it. Whatever this is, this counter energy, it's not your energy. It's this person's energy. Again, they're just a groupie and they're upset because you're uninterested in them. You're uninterested in what they have to say. You're uninterested in the drama that they're bringing. You're just basically uninterested. And I understand that. You're going to be unbothered. This person wants you to suffer because they're suffering from some type of sexual infection. They have a sexually transmitted demon or disease, and they want you to have the same thing, and you don't. And they're pissed off that they weren't able to give some disgusting disease to you. That is crazy. This person is like one of the most vindictive, evil people I've ever read. And the thing is that they're coming up in y'all's energy because you guys are ascending. Astrology will make you rich. No joke. Yeah, there are aspects where you can win the lottery. Thank you. The planets speak to us. Yes, that's whether we listen to the planets or not. And I feel like you guys do have your ears open, your minds open. You are listening to the universe within you and around you. And it's telling you to move forward, that you don't have to be afraid of lack, that you can remain unbothered, and that as long as the sun is still shining, you will be receiving light codes that will heal your genetics. So I do pick up that there was a generational wound surrounding money that's being healed here. And so when this person goes to throw their witchcraft tomorrow and tonight and on Saturday and on Sunday and on Monday, they're going to try to do witchcraft. It's going to backfire on them, and it's going to hit these people because you've already healed from what they're trying to attack. So when you do the inner work and the healing from what they're trying to attack, they can try to attack you in the same way, but it's not going to affect you because you'll remain unbothered because you've already healed from it. This is definitely a karmic friend or ex-lover, but somebody maybe that wanted to be more than friends, but you put them in the friend zone and they hate you for doing that. I mean, there's just so much hatred on so many levels that you can't trust this person because they're a hateful, envious person. They've got definitely secret opposition. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Keep your enemies away from you. And these people were never true friends. If they were true friends, they would be happy to see you happy, right? Your jackpot. Look at that, Aquarius Galactic Federation. What you were just talking about. Winning money. This is like literally it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're going to be getting unexpected money and you're unbothered because people are going to want to give to you because how you help others. Like people will not be able to help themselves. They'll be wanting to give to you. Not only that, you are coming into an era of good luck. These people are going to be very stuck in their head. They're still going to be watching you, but it's not going to have the same effect. I feel like these people, the black magic backfire. It's a lot of B's. The black magic backfire that's going to happen on these people is going to put them in their head. It's going to trap them, and it's going to make them literally like very upset. Okay. Because they're going to be losing and they're going to want to see you lose. And the fact that they're going to see you succeed and see you get this jackpot is going to drive them crazy. I'm just telling you in advance. But again, you're going to be ascended to a new space where when they try to attack you, you won't be there because you've healed from whatever this is. And then it'll never come up again. And if it comes up again, it'll just be so that you can relay how you healed from this generational wound to another person. This person's played out. They have no more plays left in the book that they can complete. They really don't. And I don't even think that you're judging this person, even though it would be easy to judge them because of their behavior. This person feels judged by you, but you're not judging them. Like you staying away from somebody that doesn't mean you any good is not you judging them. And that's where they're getting their wires crossed. They feel like you think that you're better than them. It's not really that. It's just that you are not going to align with evil, darkness, and death. Okay. Like you're just not going, your vibration will never do that. You're loyal to God. This person that has a bad reputation, so they feel like spoiling yours is only fair. No, this person needs to go work on themselves and they need to go heal and stop trying to hurt everybody else because they're unhealed. And they need to go to a doctor. Anybody that's having this type of discharge that I'm seeing coming out of their body needs to know that they need to go to a doctor. The hell? You have yellow, pussy, disgusting smelling discharge coming out of any orifice, go to a doctor. But yeah, they feel This person is just sick. They're sick. They've got a dirty offer that'll put you in a coffin. To me, that's somebody that's crawling out of a coffin, like just some creepy shit. This person wants to offer you like they want to do witchcraft so bad. I feel like they may try to come towards where you live. They're going to be stopped dead in their tracks. Your spirit team is not playing with this person. They're trying to dirty offer, but they're crawling out of the coffin themselves, but they want to dirt dig on you. Make it make sense. This person's crawling out of a coffin. How are they going to get you in trouble when they're the ones crawling out of the coffin? This is clearly a vampire. Looking for you, dirt on you, or vice versa. This person is looking for something that they can use against you, and they're not finding anything. And so you can't use somebody's children against them. You can't use the fact that somebody wants to be happy against them. It's ridiculous. This person is very lost. They feel like you and them have good chemistry and that you were so compatible for them. That literally you are compatible for yourself and with God, not with this person. You're over here reflecting, and this is why you're going to move forward. And this is why it's going to be something that's really healed for you. This person, I just heard Ajax, Jax, Jackie, Max, Maximilian, Maximus, Mad Max. So yeah, there's something with all of those names. I don't know why those are coming out. This person was hoping that you would have a romantic love affair with them so that they could pass you this STD, and it's a no. I just also heard Jamie, Patricia, Maddie, Melanie, Olivia. Yeah, this person is going to be running away from their own fate. Because their fate, they probably had a decent destiny, but because they tried to come for yours, they're basically running now away from their own responsibilities. And they're trying to complete your responsibilities, which God never asked them to do your responsibilities. God asked them to clean up their... This is like somebody coming to your house, wanting to do your laundry for you when you can do it yourself. And this person... Wow, it sounds a lot like your mom and her boyfriend, your family. Oh, I can't help but laugh to the fact that you warned them all. Exactly. Like, seriously, this is somebody trying to come to your house to do your laundry when they haven't done theirs. And you're like, I don't, thank you. I can do my own clothes. Like, I can wash my own clothes and dry them and fold them up and everything. I don't need you to do my laundry. And this person's like, no, I insist. Like, this person swears that God sent them to do your laundry or to air out your dirty laundry. God has not sent this person to do anything to you. They are really weird and strange for that. Like, they're not going to be rewarded for attacking you. This is a girl fight. Somebody that wants to come in and fight you over they want to have an argument with you, a physical fight. They're at war. They're competing. Like I said, this person is a habitual time waster. Oh, that doesn't say wasting time. It says photo proof. They're wasting time by doing this dumb shit, by trying to get evidence on you that you're somebody that needs to be imprisoned or stopped. They're basically causing the justice system and law to look at them like they're fucking crazy. And so literally, if these people are trying to deem you incompetent to receive an inheritance, it has backfired, and it's about to backfire even more. This person is trying to be a cyber bully. I don't even know what is up with that picture. That's like not a picture that I would have picked, but whatever. But yeah, it says that you are being bullied online, or you have suffered from it. These online bullies that keep trying to dig their nails into you, they're going to have to answer to God. They won't be answering to you like they think they will. They'll be answering to God. And God has a lot of questions on why this person felt the need to bully you online and harass you through the internet. It's just uncalled for. It's just totally unnecessary, especially to be a family member. Like, this could be a family member watching you online, waiting to see if you're going to reveal the fact that they abused you. Like, that's insane. Why try to silence somebody because you did wrong to them? Why not just apologize, to your child? Like, what the fuck is this? This person wants you back in the way where they want you to be submissive to their energy. If you were ever in a cult, or anybody that's in a cult, that message is for them. Somebody in a cult wants you to come join their cult or wants you back in their cult. It's a hard no. I'm going to have to say, God said no. And again, whether you classify yourself as a healer, a pagan, a witch, whatever it is, God is still supporting you. God is not telling you to go back to this person that abused you or this old way of thinking. Because again, trauma and abuse, that's why this is healing generations. This is somebody that's very creepy. They're watching you. They're obsessed. They want to threaten you. They feel like if they're intimidating enough or they threaten you enough or if they harass you enough, you'll give up. But again, why would you give up on your own destiny? That would be the worst thing that you could do. The only way that you would not succeed is if you would give up on yourself, and this person knows that. So they're trying to bully you online, but this person is about to be bullied back. See, people don't understand that they may be an enemy to you, but you have a lot more people that are supporting you. It's all about reputation and more reputation. Yeah. And how people view you. That's what these people think it's all about. When you come out and speak about it, it ruins their reputation. It does ruin their reputation, but you know what? Their reputation wasn't solid anyways. You were not the first person to speak out about this person's abuse and neglect. Point blank, period. Okay. So they're just a grudge holder, and they feel like holding on to this grudge forever is going to benefit them. And by you releasing any grudges and you releasing any trauma and any wounds and healing that, it's going to make it so that you're untouchable. These people will try to wound you in the same way and it won't affect you at all. In fact, you'll succeed right in their face and still have success. And then they're going to throw a grudge about that. So these people are going to throw grudges and hold grudges at you, regardless of what decision you make. Even if you were to start to lose, which is not going to happen. I even hate that I said it, but even if that was the case, this person would still hold a grudge. So so in your mind, you can know that it doesn't matter what you do, this person's still going to hold a grudge against you. But you not holding a grudge against them, you healing from their abuse, you healing from their trauma, you healing from their lack of prosperity and their scarcity mindset, that's going to keep it so that this person that holds a grudge is not able to start any drama in your life. They're not going to be able to bring up anything from the past because it will be healed and you will have ascended. And so you will not be in the same place where they thought that they left you after they abused you. And that's truly what this is about. This person is upset. You know, they're going to stalk you because they've got bad habits of being a stalker, watching and being obsessed. If you're on social media, they are definitely stalking, watching and being obsessed because you rejected them. Maybe you rejecting them causes you rejecting this person on any level has caused them to respect you. And you're like, wow, all I had to do was reject you and say no for you to actually start to respect me. What the hell? I'm getting real cult vibes. This person wants to be a cult leader or something. They're weird. They're so stuck in their ego about you. Their ego is getting in the way of their relationship with God. Like literally, their ego has gotten and it's blocked their relationship with the divine. They're over here wasting time. Like I was saying, I thought that was going to be the next card. Stuck, no change is limited. They want you to waste your time as well. They want everything that you've worked towards and everything you've done in this past year to come out as a waste of time. And it's not. It's not showing up that way. It's showing up as you being healed. You're not rejected by God. You're moving forward. This person is always partying. They're always partying in some type of manner. They feel like they have the right to celebrate continuously. And they were trying to celebrate over a downfall that you're not even going to have. This is sick and desperate. This person's always been a wolf in sheep's clothing. And I'll tell you guys that sometimes your parents are your first bullies. They're watching you from fake accounts, though, because they don't want you to know it's them watching you. Which is extremely weird. Fake social media accounts to spy. Like when Hailey Bieber pulled out like 9 or 10 phones and said, I use all of these phones to stalk and spy on other people. I was like, you're out of your fucking mind for even saying that. See, you're over here hustling, making it rain, getting money. You're focused on being successful. And this person is upset because they feel like you took success from them when you didn't. You haven't taken anything from this person. This person has lost everything because of the choices that they've made. And so they need to understand that, but they want you. Their main thing is they feel like you should be giving them money. This person wants to take that. That's why I feel like it could be a family member. This person wants to take responsibility for all of your successes, without being a part of you being successful. In fact, this person tried to make you not successful, but now they want all of the credit. They want to take the credit for what God has done in your life. That's insane. This person wants you to acknowledge them, to praise them, and to tell them that they are the reason and the inspiration between you following your divine purpose, but they weren't. They were just a negative stimulation that caused you to go into your purpose further. And other than that, that's why this person is not important to God. God does not care about them being bankrupt. They're spiritually bankrupt and broke. They're in debt. God is not hearing it. God doesn't care about that, because this person tried to cock block you and tried to use divination to see into your future and tried to stop you. They really tried to hurt and harm you. And like when they had you in their possession, where they could have control over your whole life, they did hurt and harm you. And so you had to go through a lot of unnecessary trauma, but that unnecessary trauma has actually helped you heal to become a stronger person. So it's not so unnecessary. It's just unwarranted, because nobody should be coming for their child in this type of way. Okay, we're going to use a couple of the true crime cards before I let you go, because I feel like these people are about to try to commit some type of crime. Or they already have within the next 24 hours. Yeah, it does sound like your mom all day long. Just, pray for her to find God. That's the best thing that you can do, is try to pray for her to find God. She values money more than your life, and that's weird. I would definitely, I hope there's no life insurance policies taken out, because this person wants to pull from a life insurance policy that they took out because they've been borrowing from somebody else's. It's some weird pyramid scheme. Imprisonment. Like I said, this person does not want you free, because if you're free, then you're able to make money and you're able to show them up. This person doesn't want you having things that they didn't want to have. So this person could very well be put in spiritual prison or physical prison, and whoever they worked with is going to be imprisoned as well. Somebody was trying to get you put in prison. That is insane. To get an innocent person locked up for fucking what? This person just wants you bound and trapped. They want you imprisoned. Also, you could be dealing with somebody that was imprisoned, or they are imprisoned and they want to switch places with you. They want you to be imprisoned, them to be set free. No, there's not a reality where that shit is possible. I don't know where people are getting this information from. This is definitely a couple. This could be a mother and father. It could be a couple. It could be a mother and boyfriend. It could be anything like that. Or this could be an ex of yours that was trying to get you in prison. That's crazy. That's crazy. These people are going to end up being in prison, because what you want for another will happen to you in the year of 2026. I'm going to just name the year 2026. What you want for others will happen to you. That's what it should be called. Or 2024 was like, okay, if you're doing any dumb shit to people, you should stop. 2025 is the year of retribution and justice. And 2026 is, okay, what you want for others is now happening to you. But yeah, literally, the fact that you still want good for somebody that's wanted you to be in prison shows God your integrity, and God, like, yeah, wait for 2028. Exactly. Yeah, seriously. It just shows God your integrity and that you're such a good person. They were trying to drown you. I mean, I'm like literally feel like in sadness and stuff, they wanted you to fall into a pit of despair. Despair is like, I'm not bothering that child of God. I'm not bothering that family member. You are considered family to these deities that rule over these emotions that are very powerful, but they're of the human world. Tunnel. There may be a tunnel underneath your city. You may have actual beings, spiritual beings coming up from this tunnel to protect you. That's crazy. So you've got some supernatural stuff going on right underneath you that you don't even know about. This person wanted revenge. They wanted revenge. For what? You being happy. That's all I can really see. God, why is somebody wanting revenge against the collective? Oh, because they did a crime committed against you, some type of theft or something, fraud. They're going to be in prison for it spiritually and physically. And they want revenge because they weren't able to get away with their criminal shit. They may want to think about updating their will and putting you in it. This person was going to try to not leave you anything. And they would be like, they're already going to hell. They're just literally solidifying their space in hell. Crime of passion. I seen this card and I didn't pull it, but it just fell out. This is a crime of passion. They passionately hate you. That's crazy. Why would anybody feel this way about their own family member or somebody close to them? Or even an ex? Like, that's crazy. So yeah, this person's very passionate about getting revenge. They feel like you ruined their life. Dude, no, this person, if they want to look at it that way, they ruin their own life by having sex and having a child. Okay. Like, you didn't do anything to them. They did this shit to themselves. And just like this imprisonment energy, you're not doing anything to them. They're mistaking you doing something to them or you being the problem when they're the problem. And they should have never tried to do this to you because you have protection that comes from outer space. You really do. This otherworldly protection is something that your parent has, or guardian, or whoever this is, ex, has known about that you have, and they're pissed that you have it. They tried to strip that of you and they weren't able to do it. So now they want revenge. They were going to try to create some type of man-made disaster. They were hoping that one would happen, and you're being protected from that. Wow. That could be sabotaging your car. It could be anything like that. So what is this over? Spirit, what is this about? Desert. I'm not kidding. When I say that these people will be dried out, it's like they're going to be stuck in a desert that's endless. Just this like hell realm. I'm getting way purgatory, you know. They could have also planned to do something in the desert with magic using the sun. It's a backfire. It hasn't even happened yet, and it's a backfire. This person has not fulfilled their full plan of revenge, okay? Male, masculine energy. You could be a masculine energy, or you could be in your masculine energy right now because this person that wants to imprison you sees you as a masculine. It's crazy. I keep seeing gift. I think I'm going to pull it. They see that you have a gift. And what was I saying about this person wanting to be a freaking cult leader? They know that you have a gift, and your gift is called life. They don't want you alive. That is crazy. They feel like you ruined their life. Maybe you did ruin their life, but not on purpose. This person's basically responsible for their own life. How could you ruin their life when they're responsible for it? That doesn't make any sense. I don't feel like these people have logical or rational thinking, even though rational and logical thinking isn't everything. Intuition is the most. But like what I'm hearing is that you guys are getting downloads in the dream state about these people, places, and things that have had it out for you. Dismemberment, exactly, that have had it out for you. So you're getting messages about these people. They're not going to be able to. This is just like all of everything that I'm seeing is reminding me of this person that called me and threatened me. And they threatened to cut my body up in pieces, dismemberment, and to throw me into, I don't know if it was like the Great Salt Lake or some type of big body of water somewhere, and where I would never be missed, saying shit like that. Like it's giving me that psychotic fucking weirdo that did that. And if that person watches me, I hope you burn in hell for all eternity for trying to threaten me and make me afraid like that. But yeah, And the police didn't do shit about it. I told them about it, but they didn't fucking do anything. Idiots. I'm not kidding. These people are going to be stuck living in motels and hotels in the future. They wanted to take your home away from you so much. They also could be staying in a hotel. There could be some type of hitman, but they're, again, you going through this ascension portal is taking you right out of the fingertips of these people. Yeah, if police won't do anything until after it happens. That's crazy. Yeah, some people are weird as shit for real. They want to clean up. These people want to clean up their lives, and they feel like getting rid of you is going to do that. No, it's not. Getting rid of you is going to put these people in hell and then make them pass away immediately. God would kill these people immediately if anything was done to you. If these people were able to get away with touching you or imprisoning you, they would die and pass away. That's why this is some serious shit, and I would not recommend trying to falsely imprison anybody for any reason. Because if you don't want to be imprisoned yourself, don't do it to somebody else. This is all for the fucking love of money. Like I said, obsessed over money. This is all for the love of money and some type of life insurance thing. Greed. What did I just say? Greed, money and greed. Come on, yo. This is all about money and greed. You were left some type of inheritance that these people don't want to give you, and they fucking hate you for that shit. I wouldn't even be surprised if this is like not even a real parent, somebody that's just pretending. And I feel like they want to make it rain, be bad energy where you're at. This is ridiculous. They don't have the power over the weather. What the fuck are they thinking? Your intuition has told you about these people, that why they behave this way. And it's basically the one thing that these people will not be able to get you caught up on anything, because your intuition is so strong. You guys are very powerful people. Strangulation. They could have tried to do this to you when you're a baby. I'm so sorry if you guys went through any of these trauma. Again, I'm not a therapist, but if you have a therapist, talk to your therapist about everything that I'm talking about, because all of this generational stuff, a therapist will be able to help you sort things out as well. I do feel like continuing to work on yourself and doing the shadow work and healing and loving yourself is going to help you progress. I don't feel like these people are going to get away with anything that they've planned. Perversion. There is an aspect of perversion that these people, and you've intuitively sensed that there was something perverted going on with these people, this cult. They wanted a sacrifice, but you are not the one. I feel like you guys were either connected to Nostradamus, or one of you were Nostradamus in another life. Home. Like I said, the family room. There is something going on with somebody's own family being a fucking weirdo hater. But again, they're not going to, whatever they're planning is not going to be successful. All right, let's get a conclusion. Anything else that they need to know from the True Crime deck? Well, first of all, you've got aliens that are watching over you and your home, protecting you and your home from these perverted weirdos, okay? And so you don't need to be afraid. Don't ever be afraid. God's got you. Even if you're facing something scary right in its face, like if you're afraid of heights and you're standing on the edge of a building, do not be afraid. God has got you, okay? What did I say about life insurance? Double confirmation with the money, the greed, and the life insurance. And what I was saying about somebody pulling on someone else's life insurance policy. You know, maybe this person was a part of somebody else passing away in the family, and then they were pulling from that person's life insurance policy. And now they took one out on you and they want to pull from that. That's crazy. Caregiver. What did I just say? What did I just say? This confirms it. They were a caregiver to somebody else in the family, and they did them hella dirty. So again, they're not going to be able to do to you what they were able to do to this other family member. And they're probably never going to admit what they do until maybe their deathbed. It may be you that hears this person confess that they were trying to conspire with others to get you removed from this world so that they could have the money that was left to you and the inheritance that God's bringing you, which is insane. But you may literally be the one that hears their confession. All right, you guys, thank you for making it to the ending of this reading. I appreciate you guys for being here. I'm thinking about maybe doing my readings like more in the afternoon. It just depends because like the angle of the building and the sun, this room gets really, really hot and it's almost unbearable. And so that's why I've been doing my readings earlier. But I am thinking about switching it up. Maybe in the fall, we'll see what the heat does. But yeah, you guys know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Until the next reading, peace be with you. I'm so excited to talk with you guys again and for all of us to go for that shift tomorrow. This is going to be a beautiful thing. Okay. All right. I'm giving you air hugs and lots of love. Go out there and be great people. Love your family members. Pray for them. Pray for them to find God. Okay. Know that God loves you. Know that I love you as well. Until the next reading, peace be with you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye. See you next time.